Griezmann, 3 men around him, but somehow finds some space. Ronaldo, fantastic, opening the drive.
Ronaldo on the ball. He's made
Look at this, just control. The control displayed there is absolutely ridiculous.
The Elastico on the goal line. On the goal line, the finest of...
We talked about Aussie FIFA. He's not here to make up the numbers.
G'day guys, Aussie FIFA HD, and welcome back to yet another custom tactics, player instructions, and FIFA 21 highlight episode on my channel. Today, it's a different episode. It's not your regular Foot Champions highlights. What it is we played the Oceania EA Global Series qualifier today, and did we do well? Did we make it to the EA third regional qualifier? Did we make it? You'll have to find out. But we're going to jump into the squad and the custom tactics and what we used against other pros in this, well, you could say qualifier for the Oceania regional, obviously, event, which is coming up in a couple of weeks' time. We played 5 at the back. I know what you're thinking, Aussie, that's not your usual formation. You're right, but I wanted to try something different. Essentially, this is the new meta, so I thought, why not? Let's try it. So you'll see we do jump into the custom tactics, and essentially I have 4 different formations here. I'm going to jump into the 5-back formation custom tactic and player instructions. I'm going to leave the other 3 because I didn't actually use them in the qualifier. And essentially, if you do want to see my regular formation, which is the 4-2-3-1, go and watch a regular 39 Foot Champions highlights episode and you will see those custom tactics over on there. But as you see, we're keeping it simple, stupid, and that's the saying, isn't it? KISS, keep it simple, stupid, balanced and balanced. For offense, we also have width on 3. The reason being is because it's a 5-back formation. You don't need wide or width with this formation because it's already wide enough with 5 back at 5 defenders at the back, which means you don't need to have much width. So I've stuck it on 3 there just to try and keep it balanced in terms of the width of the defense. Depth is a little bit high, it's on 6, but I do want to put a lot more pressure onto my opponent, especially since how I've got a very defensive formation. I want to put a lot more pressure on them, and essentially that's why I've put the depth on 6. Offensive is on balanced, once again I'm keeping it simple. I don't want to make runs or long ball runs. I don't want to make fast build up runs. I want to be balanced. I want to have possession style play. I want to have counter attacking play. I want to have everything. So essentially I've left it unbalanced. Width is on 5. Players in the box we have on 7, 3 corners and 3 free kicks. Quite simple, but effective, and you will see exactly why. As you see, Ronaldo and Mbappe, the 2 big men themselves, are up top there in the striker position. Why wouldn't you play the 2 big men up top like that? Very overpowered players this year. Sanchez, Gomes and Jones in the midfield are very, very, very overpowered. See, centre mid pairing, or not pairing, but trip up there. Trip up? Triple. Oh, trio, there we go. We've got our vocabulary set up here. Trio in the midfield. Mendy, Varane, Van Dijk, Gomez, and Alexander-Arnold in the defensive formation there. Moving into the instructions though, it's quite important. I've got Ronaldo and Mbappe on balance. The reason being is because I want them coming forward, but I also want them making in behind runs. So essentially I don't want them always making in behind runs. I want to have options to pass to, as in the strikers, but I also want to have them making runs. So I've got it on balance there just to try and keep it, well, it's in the name, balanced in terms of the runs that they're making. Sanchez, Gomes and Jones, again, I've got them on balanced. I haven't got any of them on stay back while attacking or get forward because I don't want them doing that exact tactic all the time. I want them balanced because I want them staying back in attack, but also I want them pushing forward. And what I found was Jones was very good at that. His high attacking work rates meant that he pushed forward and was very attacking, which I did like about him. And Gomes, high defensive, of course, he sat back and made those tackles. Mendy, Varane, Van Dijk, Gomez, Alexander-Arnold. Both the wingbacks here, it's very important to keep them on join and attack and overlap. The reason being is if you want them making those overlapping runs up the wing, and the reason why is because you need those options. It's quite congested when you don't have those wingbacks making the runs, and it's quite boring to have them sitting back. But essentially when you have them get forward, you've got options in attack. It means that you've got a 4 front attack okay, but you've also got a 5 at the back defense. So it's very balanced, very overpowered, and it's a new meta in FIFA 21, and you should actually definitely use this formation. But Mendy, I want to say, didn't stay on the pitch from minute 1, and I'll get into that right now. And the reason being is because I bought myself big man Dest. He found himself inside the restrictions, inside the actual team restrictions, which you are seeing up in front of your screen right now. You're actually only allowed to have maximum of 2 Team of the Year players, which meant we had to limit our 90 rated players. Now you could substitute a Team of the Year or an icon player out for another 90 rated player, but I decided to keep Van Dijk and Alexander-Arnold and just keep Mbappe and Ronaldo up top, because I had to get rid of Neymar, but really it wasn't that much of a loss because this formation doesn't really need a centre attacking midfielder, which is what Neymar was playing at when I had him in the squad. Dest fell inside those restrictions. He was an 88 rated player, which was inside the maximum of 88 or 87 to 89 players that I could have. So he went straight on for Mendy, and basically he was our left wing back. And as you will see here, 4-star, 4-star, it's all you need. The pace is absolutely out of this world. He's got brilliant stats here, very, very good defending and dribbling as well, agility, but the most important thing here is stamina. Stamina for your wing bats, because they're making those runs up the pitch, they need to have high stamina, and Dest, my God, he has that. So this was the squad. Did we qualify for the Oceania 3rd regional qualifier or final? You'll have to find out. And moving in to our first Oceania EA Global Series qualifier, you would have seen we come up against Honey Badger, a very well-known pro in this region. He resides in New Zealand, and you would have probably known him from the good old FIFA 17, 18 and 19 days. A very good player indeed. His team is tremendous. He's got R9, he's got Ronaldo, Fernandes, he's got Jones as well, a very, very good card. I've got him myself. Man, he seems to do very well for the squad. But as you'll see, Jones, speak of the devil, pushes forward, and we will take the lead in our first qualifier here. Ronaldo will push forward. He will recycle it, and this is what I was talking about in that episode that I was, reviewing Anders' loss, essentially, was recycling the ball from the wing into the middle of the pitch where it opens up, and Bappo's open, and there's a lot more space to play with and to obviously get that goal and score it. Recycling the ball, as I was saying in that episode, is very important. As you see here, it came up trumps. Mbappe, the heel-to-heel, lovely finish there into the far post, and Pope, I believe he had a goal, or Courtois, no chance. But you see half-time, and the stats, well, they were quite even. 1 goal, 1 shot on target for me, and that's just clinical in my books. You see though, he did have 2 shots, so maybe he did deserve a goal, and the goal he did get. Ronaldo will push forward. I don't know how this was a penalty, but EA, they've done something with penalties this year. It's a bit embarrassing, but what can you do? Fernandes will step up, he will slot that home, 1-1, and you'll see Honey Badger will come back and he will take the lead. Ronaldo, R9, will push forward the 1-2 with Firmino. He will look for R9 into Saka, and he sees Ronaldo in the midfield, or in the middle, or in the box, or whatever you want to call it. It's a good R1 cross goal there, but you will see we'll push forward, and he does the offside trap. A mistake that will be. Ronaldo will push forward the R1 pass into Mbappe. It's 86 minutes gone. It's 2-2. Mbappe will flex, and essentially we will take this into the next game. And for those of you who don't know the rules of the qualifiers, essentially it's best of 2, so it's an aggregate score just like it would be in a normal event, okay, where they have 2 matches and the aggregate score is, what it is. You get 2 chances essentially. You get to, if you have a bad game in the first game, you can come back, you can play better in the second game and hopefully bring it back. But it will be aggregate, okay? So essentially you will see it will have a 2-2 score underneath the score line, and it will give you a good indication of what the score is. He had the same team again, R9. What a card that is. And he also had that James. Now, quite a few pros in this, you will see, did have James, that centre-back, that right-back, and they were playing him as centre-back. He seemed to do a job. He really did. Ronaldo will do a streak turn, pushing forward the ball roll out on the wing. It's going to be a lovely build-up here. Jones into Guinares, into Mbappe, the heel-to-heel. He will find Sanchez. Sanchez will do a lovely, step over into Ronaldo. He'll push forward, the body feint, the finish, and Ronaldo doing Ronaldo type things again. He will flex on Honey Badger here. 3-2 on aggregate. You will see underneath the score there. And we push forward. Could we take our first win for our first qualifier early on in the bracket? You will see it's half time. Again, the stats are very close. And as you will see, it's going to be goal number 4 for us. Jones into Alexander-Arnold out on the wing again. He's pushing forward. See how there's those options there when you're playing with this formation, and essentially you're able to have a lot more players up in attack, but you're also allowed to have a lot more players when they are defending. Bruno Guimaraes will finish that 3-2, turns it into 4-2, and it's pretty much lights out from here. 4-2 aggregate. I mean, you can't always, rule out a good player like Honey Badger, but at this point, I was hoping to hold on. He will get a consolation goal though, and this did worry me a little bit, but you will see in the end, after a lovely finish there from De Ferle, you will see we do hold on to this game, and Sanchez will go to the corner and punt it out. That's our first win for the qualifiers. A very, very good win indeed. 4-2 against Honey Badger, the big man himself, and what a result that was. A very, very good player, and kudos to you, Honey Badger. A very good player, very, very talented, and I'll see you next time in another qualifier. 4-3 on aggregate, and we jump in to the next match. Jumping in to our next match, we may move on later on into the bracket, and we come up against Mark. As you would have seen, Mark, a very good player. He's a young man who's just come into the pro scene this year. Obviously last year wasn't quite good enough to make it to an event, but this year, my God, he's turning up. He's made 2 of the events already in Oceania, but we take the lead. Des will push forward. It's a lovely byline driven pass into Mbappe, and he will make it 1-0 against Mark, and he will flex on Mark there. 1-0, and you will see this game was very entertaining. It was back and forward, and you will see, well, I'm not gonna spoil it. We did very well, but did we do well enough? You'll have to find out. You see, it's half time in the first league, and we're 1-0 up against Mark, and I can't complain, but he will put it into Neymar. It's a good bridge here, and he will do bits on me here. As you see, Mbappe slots it home into the bottom corner, and he will take the lead. It always seems to happen. I take the lead, and then my opponents seem to take the lead. Yeah, it's just a little bit annoying, but as you'll see, I tackle him with Varane, and you pay 2.6 million coins for Van Dijk to clear that as a Team of the Year player, and he doesn't. Very unlucky there. Very unlucky goal. But we do have, as I was saying, the second leg. We can bounce back, lads, and that's what I was hoping to do. It was 2-1 against Mark. Again, we ready up here. He will have the same squad. Again, they have to be within the squad restrictions, which is essentially a maximum of 2 icons and 2 Team of the Year players, and a maximum of 2 90 rated players. You see here, he has his cap of 90 rated players. He's got 4 of a maximum of 4 there: Neymar, Mbappe, Ronaldo, and Fernandes. And then he's got those very overpowered defenders, but are quite low rated in terms of James and whatnot there. But you will see we will equalise. As you see here, we will call forward. I'll play it short into Dest. He will do a lovely heel to heel. The plane outside the box, trying to draw the defence out to the wing there. Sanchez will play it out to Mbappe. Mbappe will do a bridge. It's a lovely build up here. Van Dijk dribbling around, playing it around. Sanchez will try and look for the gap open up there. Jones in the attacking position, trying to pull the defender out. As you will see, the lovely ball into Ronaldo, and it's a lovely finish, making it 2-2. It's a lovely turn from Ronaldo, and Ronaldo's just doing Ronaldo type things there. It's a lovely goal from the beaty man himself. As you see, Alexander-Arnold will push forward. Some lovely 1-2 work here. Again, he will push forward, making that run. Alexander-Arnold pushes forward. Could he put a ball into Ronaldo? The second man select. It's 3-2. Ronaldo, a lovely finish, a lovely fade shot. And Ronaldo just does Ronaldo type things. The flets there on mark yet again. It's a very entertaining, let's say, celebration. I don't normally celebrate, but I do like this celebration. I have been using it quite often lately. But he will again equalise. It's another equalising goal here. As you see, Neymar will do bits to me there with the heel to heel. It's a lovely finish from Mark, and it's 3-3 in aggregate. As you see, Sanchez will push forward. Dest out on the wing, the lovely 1-2, pushing forward out on the wing. He will drive to the byline, the stop and turn, the luck, we get it into Mbappe. We make it 4-3 on aggregate. 3-1 in this game, but 4-3 on aggregate. Overall, could we hold on? It's a lovely finish from Mbappe, the scoop turn, the shot. But you will see from kickoff, Neymar pushes forward. I tackle him here, not once but twice. Again, the third time, and this was the deciding factor. Gomez taking out Mbappe as he's one-on-one with the keeper. Mark will step up. I go the right way, but I stepped to the left before I dove. Oh, it's unlucky, lads. It's 4-4 in aggregate. I had to change. Something here to try and sort of keep him out. It was 3-2 by half time. Still 4-4 aggregate. It was just going to be hard to hold on here, but you will see we don't die. We don't give up. Mbappe I have in the midfield there. I had him on get forward so that he could come back in defence, but also get forward to give me that extra striker up top. As you see though, Mark will push forward. I tackle him yet again. I mean, what do I have to do to get the ball off him? But it's a lovely goal in the end. Mbappe slotting it home. I know it's a lot easier to finish when there's only 10 players. But you see here, it's the 89th minute. You're probably thinking, it's lights out, Aussie. No, it's not lights out. Ronaldo, we got the ball into Rashford, the heel to heel into Ronaldo. He will push forward into the byline. The driven pass into Rashford. It's an equaliser in the 90th minute. 5-5 aggregate, 10 men. Extra time it is. Could we win against Mark? Now bear in mind, if I was to win this, I would only be one more win off qualifying for the regional, the Oceania regional event, and the pressure was on. It's extra time coming into it. A very even game here, as you can see, 5 shots each, and the score was yet again very close. It was 4-3 to me, but again, lads, as I was saying, it will have to be aggregate. You do count aggregate here, but as you will see, Neymar will sort it home. There's not much I can do, really, in this situation. 10 men, I mean, to a player also of this calibre, it's going to be hard at the end of the day, and unfortunately, we took our first L. But not to worry. If you guys didn't know, when you're in the bracket and you lose, you go to the losers bracket. And if you continue to win and go undefeated in the losers bracket, you still make the final. It's top 4 in the losers bracket, and it's top 4 in the top bracket who go through to the final. So could we do it? We come up against an opponent named Patty. And Patty is a very good player. He's a streamer himself, and as you will see, we had to clutch up. We had to get this win for us to obviously progress on through the qualifiers. You see Firmino, Neymar, Pele, Dembele, Maximin as well. He's got Cancelo out on the right. Now I believe he was playing 5 at the back, but I'm not quite sure. I can't, well, don't quote me on that. But with Cancelo, I believe he was playing 5 at the back. As you see though, we will take the lead. A lovely build up here. Jones into Bruno Guimaraes. I saw Mbappe in the midfield. It's a lovely build up here. Some good fast tiki-taka play here. Jones into the overlapping run of Arnold. As I was saying, how important that is. The overlapping runs are very important to give you more attacking options. Arnold will push forward. Lovely dribbling. Jones into Sanchez, and he will slot that home into the near post. A lovely finish from the young man himself, the Portuguese lad, slotting that home near post, and it's 1-0 to us against Paddy Ayew. A very nice finish from Sanchez indeed, and we will push forward. You'll see we'll make it 2-0. Sanchez, I push it and I'm dribbling around, seeing if I can have any options in the midfield. Varane, using my centre backs just to open the gaps up. It's a very, very fortunate bounce there, but I will take it. As you see, Ronaldo into Mbappe. Mbappe will push forward. The lovely fake Rabona, Elastico, fake shot stop into Laquiketa, and the big man will slot it home. A lovely, lovely goal there. Again, lads, those tutorials are on the channel for those skill moves. If you want to learn them, the fake shot stop into Laquiketa, go and do so. Look it up on the channel. I do teach you these skill moves. As you see, we'll make it 3-0 here. Jones into the wing area. He will play it around. Again, Alexander-Arnold making that overlapping run. I can't stress you how important it is. Ronaldo, though, will slot it home. It's 3-0. At this point, I would like to think to myself, it's lights out, but you can never count anyone out in this qualifier. There's top players in every qualifier, and you can never count them out. 3-0, 25th minute, and you will see it's half time. We did sort of dominate this half. We were very clinical. 3 shots, 3 goals, and you see here we play it around. We will get our 4th. Jones in the midfield. He's got a lot more space in front of him. Into Alexander-Arnold, who'll push forward. A lovely loved pass again. It's on the channel. If you don't know how to do that, go and search it up. As you see, it's dreadful defending here. Neymar will slot it home 4-1, but it's a bit of a consolation goal because we will make it 5-1. As you see, he will push forward. We intercept with Sanchez into Jones. He'll push forward. I did see the run there of Alexander-Arnold up top, but I decided not to play it. Jones will hold it up. It's lovely play here, lovely passing into Ronaldo, and he does Ronaldo type things. 5-1, and it's at this point pretty much lights out. But again, we have our second leg. He can always score 5 goals against me, so should not count him out. As you see though, we did sort of dominate this game. He was playing the 4-2-2-2, 4-2-2-2. Shouldn't really lose my breath over saying that. I should say 4-2-2-2, but essentially, as you see here, very clinical. 5 goals, 5 shots, very clinical from myself. The 5-back formation turning up clutch in this qualifier. Well, could you say it is? I would say it is. I think I played well against Mark. I think I could have won that game easily. Unfortunately, though, I got the red card. But it is what it is. Mbappe, the lovely fake shot stop, and Laquiketa. I do want to mention here that the first 2 goals of this game were corrupted, unfortunately. But you did see the 3rd one there. And Paddy, to my surprise, does indeed rage quit. Although 8-1 down, there's not much you can do from there, especially so late on in the game. But we will take it, lads. We will take it. 4 goals to me there, 4 shots on target, and a lovely finish up there. And we move on. This was our, I think, last game. If we were to win this, not last game. No, it wasn't last game. If we were to win this, we would then have to win 1 more to make it into the event, and I would have had to have versed either the winner of Naylor AU, my ex-teammate from Brisbane Roar, or it's Marco, not Ets, but Sydney FC player, and it would have been tough either or, but if we were to win this, we would be one step closer towards qualifying for the Oceania qualifier, but we do go down 1-0. Sheesh. Takes the lead. I laugh because I was having a bit of a joke with my friend Sheesh here. It's actually the Melbourne City new recruit, and yeah, he's been doing very good for Melbourne City alongside Marcus, a teammate of him. And he's a very, very good pro, a very promising pro coming up in the scene here. But we will push forward. Rashford will fake shot stop into Mbappe. It's lovely play here, and we did him bits there. The lovely passing play tore him apart, and Ronaldo's able to tap it home to make it 1-1. Could we push forward and qualify for the Oceania regional qualifier, or final, I should say? Though, as you will see here, I mean, it's lovely play. He plays it out to Mendy, into the middle here. Neymar will hold it up, as you see, into Pogba as well. Mbappe, lovely play here. Ronaldo, the heel to heel. He ball rolls me. I mean, I thought I tackled him there with Van Dijk, but it is what it is. He will make it 2-1. It was coming. He did put a lot more pressure on me into the second half, and it was coming, but we were able to pounce back. As you see, Jones will push forward into Sanchez. Sanchez holds it up into Ronaldo. Lovely tiki-taka play here into Mbappe. As you see, he'll play it around. Brilliant ball into Ronaldo, and he will smash that home to make it 2-2. The lovely elastico from Mbappe there to play or slot through Ronaldo. That's exactly what I was looking for, just to open up a little bit of space there to slot it home. Ronaldo, a lovely goal, a lovely finish, and he does what Ronaldo does every single day. But it's 2-2, and that was the end of leg 1. As you see, he did dominate me. 57% possession, 8 shots. Did he deserve another goal? He probably did, but I did have my chances as well, and at the end of the day I was clinical. So we push forward into our second leg. Could we do it? Mbappe, Fernandes, 2 Team of the Year players. He had Ronaldo and Neymar as well. Very, very good players there. Maximum up top as well, with Pogba in the centre. As you will see, he will push forward though. In the 35th minute, Mbappe falls over in the box. Van Dijk giving away a penalty. Well, at least I can say it was a penalty, unlike the one I believe it was against Honey Badger. I don't know what the hell that was. I think I literally just pat R9 on the back and it was a penalty. But as you see, he will slot it home. Fernandes, 3-2, and sheesh, my man. As you will see, it's half time. Quite close stats there, but unfortunately, lads, I put Rashford in the midfield, but it will not matter. We take an L, and unfortunately, that's, well, I did want to show you this. I mean, last minute, I mean, it's a lovely tackle from Walker, but what can you do, lads? What can you do? That will see us out of the Oceania qualifier. We played well, in my opinion. I was a bit disappointed, a little bit hard done by with the red card and obviously some of the penalties there, but it is what it is. Better luck next time to myself, and unfortunately we don't make an event this time. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode and the highlights from our Oceania Regional Qualifier. If you do want to see more like this in the future, let me know. I'll upload these episodes for you guys. I know you like the highlights episodes, so this is another one for you. And drop a like, drop a sub, follow me over at Twitter. The link is in the description down below. And thank you ever so much for 11,500 subscribers. Your support is absolutely amazing, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. But as always, guys, I hope you have a good day. I nearly forgot the outro then. I hope you guys have a good day. I'm out. Have a good one, and peace.